Hey Dad, I just wanted to let you know ahead of time that I'm getting married next month. Your invitation should be coming in the mail soon, but I thought I'd let you know now so you have enough time to find a nice suit to wear. Hi son, I had no idea you were even seeing someone. Now you're breaking the news out of the blue that you're getting married? At least I'm inviting you to the wedding. That doesn't fix the fact that I had no idea that you even had a girlfriend. We used to be so close. Why'd you stop telling me things? I just grew up, Dad. I don't have time to tell you everything that's going on in my life. No, I don't need to know everything, but you're suddenly telling me that you're getting married, and I don't even know who the girl is? I didn't think it was that big of a deal. Stop making something out of nothing. It's not nothing, Jordan. I thought I raised you better than this. You haven't even bothered to tell me your fiancée's name. You could have just checked the wedding invite. But her name's Kayla Little. There, now do you feel better? No, I don't know anything about her or your relationship. Where did you two meet? How long have you been together? What does she do? And most importantly, when can I meet her? Seriously, Dad, I don't have time for all these unnecessary questions, man. You can meet her at the wedding next month. Now, I gotta go. Kayla and I still have a lot of planning to do. I have to meet her in a short while to try out different wedding cakes. Okay, son, enjoy. Hello there, Kayla. My name is Steven. I'm Jordan's father. I hope you don't mind me messaging you. I just thought it would be nice to get to know you before you marry my son.
I know who you are. Jordan told me you were harassing him about me today.
I wouldn't say I was harassing him. He is my only son, and I was just trying to find out more about my future daughter-in-law. Anyhow, how'd you like to get to know each other tomorrow for a cup of coffee, so that we can get to know each other a little bit?
I really don't think that's necessary.
Well, I think so. We are going to be family soon. We should at least be acquainted.
Maybe I wasn't clear. I don't have any ambition to meet with you. I'm marrying your son, not you.
I just thought, being his father and all, you'd want to meet me before the wedding.
Next time? Don't think.
Son, I don't know if she told you, but I spoke to Kayla yesterday. She might have mentioned it, I don't remember. I'm so busy with work and the wedding planning that I barely remember what day of the week it is. Well, I was a bit taken aback by her response toward me, and it gave me a funny feeling. Please don't tell me you've been making decisions based on your gut feeling again. My gut feelings have never led me wrong before, and it hasn't led me wrong this time either. I did some digging on Kayla since neither you nor her want to tell me anything about her. And you won't believe what I found about her. I don't want to hear it, Dad. You're just upset that I didn't tell you sooner that I'd met someone. Yes, I am disappointed that I'm only hearing about this girl now, because I thought we were closer than that. But that's not why I did some research on her. I genuinely wanted to find out about the woman you've chosen to marry, and just as well I did. Alright, Dad, what is it? I can tell you're not going to let this go unless I hear you out. Just like when I was a kid. You would latch onto something and just go crazy on it until I'd let you tell me about it. Thank you. So, as I said, I did some investigating and I found out that Kayla has been married before. Did you know that? I know she has a couple of exes, but she didn't mention that she'd actually been married before. But whatever, who cares? The past is the past. That's not all I found out, son. I found out why her ex-husband broke off their marriage. Get to the point, Dad. I don't have all day. It turns out that her ex-husband filed for an annulment shortly after they got married because she went behind his back and tried to steal his inheritance. It seems like this isn't the first guy she's tried to scam out of his money. I think Kayla is a gold digger. I don't know what you want me to say to you, Dad. Am I supposed to be shocked and horrified and call off the wedding for something she did in her past? I'm just worried about you, Jordan. I don't want you to be taken advantage of. Just relax, Dad. I'm a big boy now. I know how to take care of myself. Jordy, please. I really don't have a good feeling about this girl. I know it's the night before your wedding, but you've been blowing me off the past couple of weeks. I just don't want you to make a big mistake. Dad, I'm marrying Kayla tomorrow, whether you like it or not. You may not like her because of some of the things she's done in past relationships, but maybe those other guys deserved what happened to them. I have my own reasons for marrying Kayla. Nobody deserves to be taken advantage of. I just can't shake this feeling that going through with this wedding is a bad idea. Who I marry is none of your business, Dad. I appreciate your concern, but it's not necessary. Now, if you don't mind, I'm going to sleep. I have a big day ahead of me tomorrow. Listen, Kayla, I need to talk to you.
What do you want, Stephen? I'm busy getting ready. If you haven't noticed, it's just hours before I get married to your son.
This is important. I know about your previous marriage and why your ex-husband had an annulment.
What? How did you find out about that?
That's not important right now. What is important is that I don't approve of you marrying my son.
So what? I don't need the approval of an old ogre like you. I can do what I want. And if I want to marry your son, I will. Now leave me alone before I turn your son against you.
You can't turn him against me. I'm his father.
You may be his father, but soon I'll be his wife, and I can get him to believe whatever I want. One short conversation, and I can have Jordan believing that the only reason you're against our marriage is that you're after his money.
What are you talking about? I'm not after anything. I just want what's best for Jordan.
Maybe I am what's best for Jordan. Did you ever think of that?
You won't get away with this, Kayla. I will protect my son no matter what.
Good luck with that. Now, if you don't mind, I have a wedding to get to.
Jordan, you have to call off this wedding.
Ugh, Dad, will you please just drop this already?
No, Jordan, you don't understand. Kayla is manipulating you. She said she was going to get you to believe that I'm after your money. But you must know that isn't true. Please, son, you can't marry this wretched woman.
Alright, fine. I'm just gonna be honest with you.
Honest with me about what?
The only reason I'm with Kayla is that I'm gonna try to take over her father's business.
I need to marry her so that I'll have some sort of vantage point in the company. The truth is, I don't have any money. I've been living off of my inheritance from you to show off to Kayla so that she would think I was rich. Jordan, that money is supposed to take care of you when I die. How did you get access to the funds already?
I got your lawyer to change the release clause so I could access it without having to provide the bank with your death certificate.
What? Jordan, are you crazy?
I'm just trying to make a better life for myself. As soon as I get into Kayla's family business, I'll be able to call the shots and earn a huge salary.
You can't marry this girl just because you want to work in her family's business. Jordan, what are you thinking? If you needed money, you should have just told me. You know I'll always help you out and have your back.
I know, Dad, but I've come too far to turn back now. I have to do this.
Jordan, it's never too late to change your mind, especially if you end up making the right decision and not a huge mistake. I have to go, Dad. The wedding's about to start. I'll see you out there. Jordan, no! Please don't go through with this wedding!
Hi, Stephen. Long time.
Kayla? What do you want?
I'm glad you asked. I figured out that Jordan doesn't actually have any money, and that he's been in fact using his inheritance from you by gaining early access to show off for me.
Now you know his secret. What are you gonna do?
Well, I'm not going to divorce him if that's what you're thinking. Instead, we've decided to take our relationship to the next level.
What do you mean? What's the next level?
I'm pregnant, of course.
What?
I know, exciting news. Now back to your question about what I want.
Yes, what is it?
You see, I want my baby to be looked after, and since your son doesn't have any fortune of his own, I thought it only right that you make a contribution.
What? Contribution? What are you talking about?
I want you to pay a percentage of your wealth into a fund for my child's future and education. I mean, it's only fair. Otherwise, the only way out of this is if I get an abortion.
No, you can't have an abortion. What kind of percentage do you want, and for what fund?
I was thinking about 45%. You are old after all. You won't be needing all your money for very much longer. We may as well put it to good use. The fund will be set up when you pay your contribution over to my family's business. Let's call it an education fund.
You're crazy if you think I'm going to pay money into your family's business for a fund. I will contribute to a fund for my grandchild, but I will have my lawyers create an external education fund. That way I know the money is in good hands.
Fine, do what you want, but if I find out that you're not going to give me money towards this child, I'm going to get rid of it. So as soon as my baby is born, it should be released to contribute towards medical bills and health checks.
Alright, I'll allow a portion of the money to be released for the child's health and medical expenses. Just don't kill my grandchild.
Good, then we have a deal.
Hi, Dad. I just thought I'd let you know that my baby girl has just been born. Oh, congratulations, son. I'm so happy for you. I know you're gonna make a wonderful father. Thanks, Dad. I can't wait for you to meet her. I can't wait either, son. Hello, Jordy. I'm just checking in to see how your first few hours as a father have been. I'm furious. Kayla went behind my back and has been planning to give our baby up for adoption all along. What? What are you talking about? I was holding my baby when one of the nurses came in and said she was ready to take the baby now. I asked her where she was taking her, and she said that her cot was ready and that the social services woman had arrived to complete the paperwork. That malicious, lying witch. I knew she was bad news. No wonder she wanted me to pay money into her family's business for an education fund. She's just trying to scam me out of my money. Just as well, I was smart enough to put clauses on the funds that I set aside for the child. Never mind that. What am I gonna do about my baby? How do I stop the custody release from going through? Don't worry, son. I'll contact my lawyers and see what we can do. I'm sorry we couldn't do anything to stop the process of putting your baby up for adoption. I really tried, son. But my lawyer said that there was nothing that we could do. The mother of the child has full custody of the baby and can decide to do what she pleases with it. I can't believe she gave my baby away. She just gave her up like our little girl meant nothing to her. She didn't even shed a tear. That woman is bad news. I tried to tell you all along that I didn't have a good feeling about her. I know, I should have listened to you. I'm sorry, Dad. I'm really sorry that I had to become so distant from you. I should have never let a girl come between our father-son relationship. It's okay, son. We all have to make our own mistakes. But it's time that you fix them. I'm still so angry with Kayla. Obviously, I don't want to stay married to her. And I feel like just serving her with divorce papers isn't enough. I want my revenge. I want to hurt her as she's hurt me when she allowed my baby to be torn out of my arms and sent away. I don't blame you for wanting revenge, but what is it you want to do? I have a plan. I'm going to take down her family's business. They let me into their inner circle. I know all the ins and outs of what's going on in there. I didn't want to say anything to you about it, because I know what you would say. What didn't you want to tell me? I want to help you get revenge on this wicked woman. She also took my first grandchild away from me. Her family's been using the business as a cover. They actually have been laundering money. Well, I can't say I'm surprised. Don't you worry, son. We'll get you out of there and take her and her family down.
Steven, I've spoken with my financial advisor, and he has told me that I still haven't received the funds you promised to release to me when I gave birth to your grandchild.
How stupid do you think I am, Kayla? You gave my grandchild up for adoption, and you still expect me to give you money?
I went through with my end of the deal. I gave birth to the child. I never said I was going to keep it. What would I want with a disgusting baby anyway?
You know, I thought by now I would have stopped being in shock by your actions, yet you still leave me speechless.
Well, if it's any consolation, the child has been adopted anonymously.
Yes, that makes everything better, thanks.
Good. Now pay me my money.
I was being sarcastic, Kayla. Nothing you say will make what you did okay. And you can forget it if you think you're going to get a single penny out of me.
We'll see about that, old man. We had a deal. I will get what I want.
3 months later. Well, it's finally over. The divorce is finalized, and Kayla's family is being investigated for fraudulent activity. And I just want to apologize again, Dad. Like you always said, family is everything, and I should have never let a woman come in between our relationship. Well done, son. You made a very difficult decision to take on Kayla and her family, but you did the right thing. I'm so proud of you, and I forgive you. The main thing is that we're reunited, and our relationship is stronger than ever. I wish I felt better, but instead I've lost everything. I lost my wife, my job, and my baby. I have nothing. That's not entirely true. Yes, I know, I still have you, but that doesn't make everything better. That's not what I was gonna say. I have some news. What news? You know how your baby was adopted anonymously?
Yes, it was so that Kayla didn't have to have anything to do with the adoptive family. I know, but that's not what I'm getting at. Well, what is it? I don't particularly like talking about this. It breaks my heart. I was the anonymous adopter. What? I'm the one who adopted your daughter and claimed full custody of her. Why are you only telling me this now? I had to keep it a secret until all this legal stuff between you and Kayla was settled. I didn't want to jeopardize our keeping custody of your baby.
I can't believe this. You really got custody of my little girl?
I keep telling you, family is everything, Jordy. There's no way I was gonna let that evil woman send my grandchild off with some strangers. I know I haven't told you this much lately, but I love you, Dad. I love you too, son. After a legal battle broke out, Kayla and her family were taken down for money laundering. Although she tried to pull Jordan and me down with their ship, I hired a fantastic lawyer for him and me, and he got off clean of any prosecutions. I obviously came through without anything against me, as I had proof that she tried to steal money from me by having a child. It was especially helpful to Jordan's case that he was the one who infiltrated the business, and shared proof of the illegal dealings that were taking place. Once Jordan was finally able to cut ties with Kayla, he and I were able to readjust the custody of my grandchild. I decided to share custody with Jordan so that I'd be able to continue to contribute more to my granddaughter's upbringing and inheritance. The fund I created for her education still stands, and Jordan and I continue to contribute to it. I also made sure that no woman would ever come between my son and I again. I had my lawyers set up very specific parameters for his inheritance, that it could only be claimed by him and only once I've passed on. I've also been working with Jordan and helping him financially to build a new business for himself to run, and eventually pass on to his daughter. He's now earning an honest living, and I can retire happily, knowing my family is well taken care of. What would you do if someone tried to manipulate and turn someone you care about against you?